Hi there, folks. It's Jonathan Denwood here from WP-Tonic, and in this video, I'm going to be talking about Skool, the things you really need to understand if you're going to really come on board using this community-based membership platform. It's got some great strengths. It's got some weaknesses. Nothing's perfect. Got a load of experience in the subscription membership space. I'll be back in a few moments, folks. I'm coming back, folks. So you're looking at Skool and you're trying to make your mind up about it. What are the key things that you got to understand about this platform? Now, you got to understand, I think, about some of the origins of how this platform got developed. It was basically developed by a guy called Sam Oven. Sam is from New Zealand. He built up a very large, successful consultancy based business online. He utilized the power of Facebook and YouTube advertising to really sell the vision of building. He sold to people that also wanted to be consultants, to be coaches, and he sold courses to these type of groups, and he was highly successful at it. Got to be honest here, it wasn't my cup of tea, but he was highly successful at it. He decided that he utilized Kajabi to build his business on, and like a lot of people that use a SaaS platform, they get frustrated with the limitations of a SaaS platform because what you get is what you got to put up with, basically. So he thought he could build his own platform that would be better and would compete with Kajabi. And he spent a lot of time and a lot of money, I think over 3 years, to build this platform. And I think he put a lot of his own money into this. And he wasn't getting a tremendous degree of traction with it. So he had to find external investors. And this is where Alex Humosi gets into the picture. If you're in the online space, in the subscription course, education, building an online business space, you know about Alex. He's everywhere. He's a terrific promoter of himself. He comes from a background of building a successful business in selling consulting solutions to those that want to set up physical gyms, um, and or people that have set up a gym and not getting an enormous amount of success. And Alex and his team sold very expensive consultancy packages around digitally marketing gyms. Um, in rather controversial ways, to be truthful about it. You can do your own research about that. But Alex is a tremendous communicator. I have, like with Sam, I have mixed feelings about both of these individuals, but you have to make your own decisions here, folks. So, Alex became a major investor in Sam's solution. They rebranded it Skool, and they went hard, and they've got tremendous traction with it. What is it? Well, it's a very easy way to set up a course. A very easy. It has elements of gamification. and a marketplace. I think the gamification is okay. I think the thing that they really, the ease of use of setting it up, um, but the marketplace, I think, is one of the key factors that got it traction, is that it has elements of Unimi to it, but in a more modern flavour. And it has, like in the newsletter space, Beehive has got traction, and it uses a marketplace metaphor as well. So some of them in recent, over the last couple of years, some of the leading launches of digital platforms have utilized marketplaces. And what do I mean by a marketplace? It's, you go to the Skool homepage and it shows um, different, depending on what area of courses you're looking for. Are you looking for courses around SEO? Are you looking for courses about fitness, cooking? Then you can do a search and it will come up with a list of courses that are utilizing the Skool platform. And this has its strengths and this has its weaknesses. Its strength is that hopefully you're going to get a tremendous amount of traffic to the Skool homepage. And if you find a niche and it's not too saturated with too many players, you could come up when people do a search on the Skool homepage, and if they find your course attractive, you could get more sign-ups than if you were attempting to do the marketing all by yourself, right? But like most things, it has a two-edged sword to it, is that your most sectors, most niches on the Skool platform are saturated. That's the reality. Um, and you're just going to be one of many, which, if you've got a community, if you've built up an audience on one particular social media platform, or you're recognized as a leader or an influencer in a particular niche space, you're going to build your presence on Skool much quicker. But what you've got to ask yourself is, do I need Skool? Because one of the problems is that you lose individual branding, a branding presence on the Skool platform. Your courses are going to look exactly like anybody else on the Skool platform. You're not going to be able to individually brand yourself like if you had your own website and your own course on your website and its own structure. What I'm pointing out is that you really got to work out what your priorities are. And I've got to be honest, I think in the end, a lot of people say that they use Skool for free to offer free courses. But you're going to end up paying for those free courses. It used to be $99. I think they were getting pushback. They're now offering a lower price. They still offer the 99, but they offer something around $9 a month. Yes, that was $99 a month, folks. But now they're offering a lower plan as well, which is around $9 a month. I think that's because they were getting pushback, basically. And Alex always pushes this offer free. And I don't disagree with it totally, But I think you offer the free on YouTube. I think you offer the free on other social media platforms. And then you drive traffic to your own website and to your own membership, which you brand yourself and you have much more control over. Other people would fundamentally disagree with me here. But that's my honest opinion, folks. Now, I've written an article that goes into all the pluses and minuses of the Skool platform. You'll find the link to that in the video description. If you found this video useful, give us a like. And also think about subscribing to the channel. I'm getting loads of new people coming to the channel and watching my videos. But about 70% of you are not subscribing. Please consider subscribing because that really supports the channel, encourages me to make more of these videos, and it shows YouTube that I'm doing something right. I'll see you soon, folks. Bye.